All right. You win. I surrender.
What's this? Giving up already? I thought you had a bit more fight than that.
You're simply too much, sweetheart. You just keep going and going.
Well, if that's how it is.
Well, I guess the winner is Julia.
Yes, I believe so.
What the heck, Buck? You almost had her. You totally threw that match. Unbelievable. Simply unbelievable.
Well, Cece. Who knows? I mean, Buck probably had a good reason to surrender. Maybe we can ask him about this afterwards.
I know. I just knew he could do better than that.
Well done, Julia. Glad to see that your first match was such a flawless victory. Soon, Santa's power shall be ours and the Northern Heights region shall finally fall under Almagist rule. These pathetic, human beings won't even know what hit them. Won't they, my little pets?
Yes, everyone was surprised to see that Buck Andrews suddenly called it quits with his match with Julia and just suddenly surrendered. Well, but to be fair, Julia was kind of giving him a run for his money. Other people saw it as a clear advantage to keep progressing.
Well, that was a breeze of a match, if I ever saw one. I guess my turn is next.
In light of these unexpected results, it's time to reveal the match. Plot a girl. Who are the next pair of challengers?
Yes, we have both Alan and Holly Lingerbean as our next pair of challengers. This promises to be an exciting match.
At this point, I honestly don't know what to expect from Call's team. I wouldn't be surprised if they all somehow have crazy superpowers.
This is your chance, Alan. You finally get to make up for lost time, since the Esteban tournament. Time to show them what you're made of.
Of course, Lady Velta. I've waited for what seemed like eons to finally get a full match in one of these tournaments. Now, the time has finally come. I wish my first match didn't involve fighting against such a small lass. But, what can you do? All that's left is to smash the ant with the sledgehammer, so we can make the match as quick and painless as possible.
That's unusually cold of you, Alan. But, anyways. Go and be victorious. We're cheering you on.
So, you're the abominable snowman everyone's been talking about. You don't look like a Yeti to me. You're just some guy in a blue snowsuit.
That's very observant of you. I'm no Yeti. I'm Alan the Snowmeister. My ice powers allow me summon armies of snowmen at will. You will my powers at work during our match.
You promise?
The Snowmeister Alan walked clearing that stadium with his whole battalion of snowmen right beside him. Everyone thought Alan had this match in the bag against Holly Lingerbean. But little did we know she was not what she initially seemed. Because next thing you know, she manifested a freaking firecracker shooter out of thin air and just annihilated all of Alan's snowmen. Then General Vec saw this opportunity as the scheming, mustache-twirling villain that he is to exploit Holly Lingerbean and use it as to his advantage for something.
See? Never underestimate the Winter Rascals of Northern Heights. Now for the last snowman and his meister.
Alright. You win. I surrender. Your moves are too chaotic and unpredictable. If an entire snowman army can't stop you, I highly doubt that I'm much better.
Well, you heard first from him, ladies and gentlemen. That makes me the clear winner of this match, Holly Lingerbean.
High ranking, she can't believe it. Plotted girl. Another one of these Winter Rascals managed to defeat another high-ranking opponent. At this point, I don't think there's much left to surprise me about this team now.
Surprised is an understatement. I've never seen such an explosive match regarding an army of deplorable snowmen and a firework shooter. I guess every match comes with their own tailor-made surprise. In any case, the winner is Holly Lingerbean.
Lady Velga, that match was pure dynamite. No pun intended. These Winter Rascals like Caillou and Holly Lingerbean are nothing to take lightly. These kids have real, legit powers.
Indeed. Maybe Alan was onto something about smashing the ant with sledgehammer. They've entered this tournament for a reason. So, of course they'd have to be able to pose a real challenge against the other teams. Regardless of surface level appearances, those Winter Rascals aren't to be taken lightly.
Elsewhere.
Goodness. That was quite the workout back there. I'm just glad that I didn't have to use my best skills to defeat Alan. At this rate, our team may actually be able to win this tournament with relative ease.
Do you really think so? I must say, Holly, we really didn't expect to see you so far away from home. Alice doesn't like it when her family members suddenly disappear from home and go off taking independent action.
Vic. Crap. I have no idea you were here. Did Alice send you here to take me back?
Not at all. In fact, I'm impressed with the new team you threw together with that menace, Caillou and the elf, Cash Wintergreen. You must be very proud of yourself. But, who knows just how much more successful you could have been if you'd worked with Julia and I.
Enough. I'm not going back to Alice. I'm getting my hands on Santa's powers to finally become my own, independent being. I'm not letting anyone, not even you, stand in my way of making that happen.
Then, by all means, continue your little mission with your new buddies. If anything, your actions have definitely put on quite a good show for us. In the meantime, take care of yourself and I look forward to seeing just how far your plans take you in this tournament.
And just like that, he vanished.
Wait, General Vec can't be talking about the same Alice that we met back during the summertime special. Just what is Alice and what's her power? And more importantly, who or exactly what is Holly Lingerbean supposed to be if she stem from Alice's creations? That's crazy.
Cece, where have you been? I've been looking everywhere for you.
I could ask you the same thing. What was with that match of yours, Buck? You could have won that match against Julia, but you gave up midway. That's not like you at all.
Cece, I understand you're upset, but Julia is not a normal person. Didn't you see her green skin and fiery strikes? I think she might be one of those creatures from Almagus instead of one of those elves.
Green skin? Fiery strikes? I don't see what you're talking about. She looked like a normal person to us. You're telling me that you somehow saw otherwise?
Yes. That's exactly what I'm saying. Do you think a tough guy like me would carelessly throw a match for no good reason?
Well,
whatever. Once the rest of you get the opportunity to fight her, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. In the meantime, you just focus on yourself and your upcoming match. These duelists are far more than what they seem.
Wait, who am I up against?
The third member of the Winter Rascals, Cash Wintergreen.
So, he's on the same team as Caillou and Holly Lingerbean. That bizarre team is full of surprises.
That they are. So, watch your back.
Well, this promises to be quite the exciting matchup. It appears that one of my little helpers, Cash Wintergreen, has joined up with the Winter Rascals in this tournament. I honestly couldn't tell you the reason, but I'm sure Cash has his reasons for joining that team.
I agree. I too am very curious to see how this match will play out between Cash Wintergreen and the formerly known Tech Bandit of Avalon, CC.
Seriously, Annie, you didn't have to let people know that I was the Tech Bandit.
Oh my freaking goodness, it's you in the flesh.
Yes. Is everything alright?
Thanks to CC's infamous title as the Tech Bandit of Avalon, she's garnered quite the reputation, garnering both haters and admirers alike for some reason. She's a symbol of independent rebellion against authority and stuff, which is kind of true considering her previous run-ins with the Vanguard. But that's not what Cash Wintergreen saw in the CC. Nope, it was actually something much different.
Wait. What's this? Where exactly am I? More importantly, who am I? How did I get here?
Welcome to your new home, Holly Lingerbean. My name is Flint the Trickmaster. It's a pleasure to meet you. Alice is going to love your company as another part of the family in our happy Wonderland.
Wait, Wonderland? Is this where I am? Plus, you say that my name is Holly Lingerbean.
Correct! Alice enjoyed your character that debuted in this game about a half-genie hero and decided she wanted more of you.
You keep throwing this Alice name around. Just who is this Alice person you speak of?
Why, she's your creator, of course. The one who gave you life outside of being a video game character. Aren't you glad to finally be free from the constraints of being a pixelated, digital model and now a fully sentient being?
Well, I wouldn't necessarily know the difference. I have no knowledge or memory of my video game origins. May I see what you're talking about? Goodness. This is where my character originated from? She's quite the bratty character, if you ask me. Yes? Come in.
So, tell me, did you enjoy your origin persona?
Well, she was one of a kind, definitely. I'm surprised you chose her of all characters to bring to life. But, I'm not complaining.
See? I knew you'd enjoy this new life. I just know we're going to be the best of friends. You'll just love it.
I already am. I'm ready to enjoy everything this new life has to offer. I'm going to be the living embodiment of Carpe Diem.
Yes. This is awesome. You have so much power as half-genie hero. Your ability to manifest things with your imagination is literally the stuff of legends.
Really? Then, could you give me a moment before I get ready?
Of course. Take as much time as you need.
2 hours later.
See ya, suckers. I'm doing my own thing now.
Disclaimer, don't try this at home, kids.
Caillou. Where on earth have you been? Did you go to Elmo's house when I told you that you were grounded? You were just adding on to your record of lumps of coal for Christmas.
OMG. I'm so sick of this. Everywhere I go, everything I do, it's always a problem with someone. I've had enough. You're just like all the other nameless babysitters my folks dumped me on. If I'm that much of a menace, then I'm leaving.
Going where? Just where do you think you can go? You're only a child. This world will eat you alive.
Hey, if it did, I doubt neither you nor my folks would care. I'm just done. I'm tired. I'm going out for some air.
Caillou. Wait. Where are you going?
Why? Why do I feel so trapped? Why can't I just do my own thing for once in my life? Oh, what I'd give to leave this place and join Santa's tournament. If I win the tournament, I'd wish for a motor scooter or my freedom from this cage I'm stuck in.
Greetings, bald child in the annoying shirt. I seem to have warped myself to a faraway place. Please tell me where I am.
No freaking way. You're one of Santa's elves. Yes, I'm finally free.
I'm sorry. Santa's elves?
Yes. Santa's hosting the upcoming Northern Heights Region Tournament. I've been looking for a buddy to travel with me there. I tried to talk Elmo into coming with me, but he swears that he's not fighting material. I personally think he's capping.
Santa's hosting the fighting tournament? What's the prize?
Wait, you're an elf. How do you not know this? The winning team will receive wishes granted within Santa's power. I can almost imagine the newfound freedom I'll receive once our team wins. Afterwards, those pesky adults will never tell us what to do ever again. Are you with me?
For some reason, your motives identify with my own. Yes. I'd gladly join your team.
Yes, then, let's shake on it. Crap. It's my babysitter. Quick, we need a way to get out of here.
Caillou, who is that you were talking to? Get back inside this instant.
Don't worry. Leave her to me.
I don't understand, Flint. Why would Holly just up and leave all of a sudden? We welcomed her as a member of our family. Where did I go wrong? I don't understand, Flint. Why would Holly just up and leave all of a sudden? We welcomed her as a member of our family. Where did I go wrong?
Dry your eyes, my sweet Alice. You weren't the problem. You did what you could for Holly, and she made her own choice. Besides, you did actualize a fictional character of questionable morals into reality. So, I guess this betrayal was bound to happen at some point.
But, I thought if I brought Holly to life, she'd eventually grow to become a better person.
Well, sad to say, that's not how it played out. Holly's self-centered tendencies are literally written into her character. That's almost like building an oven and wondering why it doesn't freeze food. Or, a refrigerator and wondering why it doesn't heat food.
Right. I see your point. So, should I just forget about Holly?
Not necessarily. If you love something, you set it free. If it returns to you, then it was meant to be.
Well, that makes me feel a lot better. This makes it easier to forgive myself. I've already forgiven Holly. So, I guess only time will tell.
See? That's the way to look at it. Now, bring it here.
Thanks, Flint. I'm glad that you were my first, true friend. I honestly don't know what I'd do without you.
That's why I'm here, sweetheart. That's why I'm here. Meanwhile.
Yes, I can't believe we're heading to the Northern Heights region in style. You elves certainly have your connections.
Why, yes. Yes, we do.
Yes. I hear you loud and clear. Your plane is secure for a perfect landing. Hello? Is there someone else here?
Oh, don't mind me. I'm just your everyday, half-genie hero looking to hitch a ride on one of your spare planes. And, you'll be taking us where we need to go.
Is this a prank? I don't know who you are, little miss. But, children shouldn't be here. Please leave before I call security.
Ah, yes. The typical response.
Currently.
Wait. How in the world did I end up here?
All is going according to plan. I won't let any meddling adults get in the way of my goals.
And that, my friends, is how the dastardly duo partnership between Caillou and Holly Lingerbean was brought into existence. This explains a lot about their character and their motives, you know, and why Holly had such a innate kinship with Caillou. Both are just rule breakers that just want to just do their own things without adult supervision. A rather dangerous mindset, if I do say so myself. And I suppose you're wondering what's going on between Cece and her match with Cash Wintergreen. Well, yeah, she's like the winter outlaw. But even the winter outlaw herself has to deal with multitudes of illusionary clones that Cash brought into existence, making her targets impossible to hit.
What just happened?
I'm sorry to say, but I believe this match ends in a draw. Even though both sides are still standing, both competitors have exceeded the match's time limit.
It would seem so. While Cece had the arsenal advantage, Cash's illusion magic prevented Cece from landing any significant damage. Even in a draw, it seems that all members of the Winter Rascals are each formidable foes.
This totally sucks. I demand a do-over. I totally would have had this match, if this clown didn't keep evading my attacks. How humiliating.
So, does this mean you're free after the tournament?
Look, I'm not in a mood right now. I have a twin sister who's co-hosting with Santa. Try her, she's available.
Seriously? Yes, 2 for the price of 1. This must be my lucky day indeed.
Talk about a crappy ending. They totally rigged that match for Cash. Now, our trio is down to 2 players left. Unbelievable.
Just relax, Caillou. Our team is still in great standings. Don't forget. Cash was always meant to be a third wheel in our group. A placeholder, if you will. An extra body to fill in the gaps for our team to make it into the final rounds. So, if you ask me, I say Cash performed his role to the letter. Besides, he looked so happy shooting his shot for those green-haired twins. Not even he sees this as a loss.
Well, I suppose that's true.
Well, with that being said, it's time to get to the meat and potatoes of the matches by introducing crown champions. Jack and Velda now entering the fray.
Yes, that's amazing. I definitely remember those two, back during the Esteban tournament. Now, our viewers can finally relive the experience of seeing these two fight head-on.
Well spoken. I couldn't agree more. Please step forward, Jack and Team Blue Leader. Yes! I've been itching for a fight all this time. Let's do this.
Agreed. May this be an exhilarating match. Oh dear.
My goodness. Jack just went completely werewolf and reduced Team Blue's leader into a heap of discarded scrap metal.
Whoa! I agree, Plotted Girl. I've heard of going wild before, but this is ridiculous. I don't even want to imagine if a human fell victim to such a bite force.
Oh, yes, that would be quite gruesome. Perhaps it was for the best that machines joined the tournament this year.
Isn't that the understatement? Well, I hope this next match would put you in ease, as it involves the long-awaited return of a fan favorite. Please, welcome Lady Violet and her match against Holly Lingerbean.
Greetings, Miss Lingerbean. I've heard many things about you from other duelists here. I look forward to giving you my all.
Oh, drop the charades. I know for a fact that's not how you really are. No one is this genuine.
I'm sorry?
Well, it doesn't matter. You're just another stepping stone in order for me to climb the ladder. I'd be sure to make this quick.
Holly, was it? There's no need for the cynical response. Wishing your opponent well is a sign of good faith, not a patronizing act.
There's no need for the history lecture. You're just another obstacle keeping me from my goal. It's time to end this.
No. In fact, I think you're out of time, Holly.
I'm sorry, miss. But, were you?
Excuse me, Santa. But, I'm afraid that you must withdraw both Caillou and Holly Lingerbean from this tournament. They came here illegally and Holly even brainwashed me to fly both Caillou and herself over here.
Holly, is what this lady's saying true?
Of course not. That woman is obviously delusional. How could I, a Christmas elf, brainwash a pilot against her will?
Drop the act. You're not even a real elf. You kept calling yourself a half-genie hero. You're more of a menace if you ask me.
Staff, play the CCTV footage.
Excellent work flying us here. Never underestimate the power of a half-genie hero. Now, be a dear and disappear into the cold. Crap.
Well, it goes without saying that Santa was completely fuming after the revelation of Holly's illicit actions committed in order to reach the Northern Heights region. In fact, fuming was an understatement. You could literally see the steam and fire in Santa's eyes. He knew just the way to get rid of the Winter Rascals for good. And he wasn't going to stop. Oh no. He was going to put the kibosh on those two once and for all.
Suddenly, both Caillou and Holly Lingerbean were warped from the arena and into the waiting area with Santa appearing before a monitor.
What just happened? Weren't you just in the arena about to start your match against Lady Violet?
Blast it. This is all that pilot's fault. All she had to do was keep her big mouth shut and quietly fly back to the States, but no. I knew I should have commanded her to fly the plane off to Timbuktu.
That right there, Holly, is why your own words have condemned you for this exact moment. The Winter Rascals team is now officially disqualified from the Northern Heights region tournament.
Wait.
No fair.
For you, Holly, I'm purging your inhumane existence from this physical reality. You will never be able to materialize yourself to deceive and manipulate others for your selfish reasons ever again.
No. Wait. Please don't send me to the void. I'll be good, I promise. No fair. You'll pay for this, you old geezer.
Holly? Where are you? How did Santa eat you out of existence? Does this mean my powers are gone now?
As for you, Caillou, your actions in partnership with Holly have brought you down to a new low, even for you. I could simply call a spade and just add you onto the permanent naughty list. But, even that is too light of a punishment for you. Since you're easily influenced by others that do bad, I've set up the perfect young lady tailor-made to straighten you out.
Wait. I'm back in my living room? I'm definitely grounded.
Please. Grounded is an understatement at this point. While you were gone, your parents informed me about another young lady who will be babysitting you from now on. He's all yours, Wednesday. Have fun.
Wait, who's Wednesday?
Good evening, Caillou. I've heard a lot about you from both your parents and previous babysitters like Miss Carla. I have a feeling you and I are going to get along quite well. Wouldn't you agree?
Absolutely not. You're too creepy to be a babysitter. My parents would never hire someone like you. This can't be real.
Oh, it's real, alright. It's real beyond your wildest dreams, Caillou. It's best you keep your tantrums down to a minimum. The evil spirits I invoke are drawn to the negative outbursts of children. I'm telling you this to ensure that you don't get hunted for the rest of your life.
Impossible! You're even crazier than I thought. I'm getting this psycho out of my house ASAP. Wait, how did you?
There. That's more like it.
And just like that, both Holly and Caillou were yeeted out of the tournament and out of the entire narrative entirely. Holly was now an erased figure sent to the void. And as for Caillou, he is now full custody of Wednesday Addams. Perhaps even physically or even metaphorically. Who knows?
She's her new toy now.
I do deeply apologize for the massive fiasco that took place, and I'm also terribly sorry that you got dragged into all of this, Miss Pilot. I can assure you that there will never be a repeated offense of this ever again. Not on my watch.
I appreciate your concern for me, Santa. But I have one small request. Is there any way for you to return me back to my airport so I can carefully explain to them why both myself and one of their planes suddenly went missing?
We're not, miss. I'll have it as if neither you and the plane ever even left.
Wait. You can do that?
I'm Santa Claus. Granting Christmas wishes is what I do. It's been a pleasure meeting you, ma'am. Please, don't let what those mischievous rascals did you affect your perception of the Northern Heights region.
I'd never. You've been too much of a great help for me to see otherwise. Thank you, once again, Santa. I must be off.
Meanwhile.
So, does this mean I won by default? I guess that means yes. Yes. Talk about a flawless victory.
A flawless victory, indeed. I never thought I'd see the day when a match ends just as fast as it starts. Lady Violet practically scored herself a free pass into the final rounds. These matches and their unpredictability are even more exciting than I thought.
Well, of course. When it comes to an event like this, you always expect the unexpected. Now, our next match will be Ike and Velda.
Wow, just like that. My entire team was yeeted out of the competition and perhaps even out of life. Yet, here I stand in the sidelines. Well, what can you do besides shrug and watch how things unfold? Wait. Is this my voice?
Elsewhere.
General Vec, did you hear about what happened to Holly Lingerbean and the remaining Winter Rascals?
I'm well aware, actually. It was a meaningless and completely avoidable fate, if I do say so myself. She declined my offer to help when she refused to join us. She would have been far more successful if she had joined a team with experienced players. But, no. She wanted to be her own boss and do her own thing. Now, she's unable to fulfill both of those desires.
It's such a shame to lose such potential. Holly was able to access a portion of Alice's powers and was able to do a lot with it.
True. But, we can't deny what a wildcard Holly and her team would have been had they continued.
Well, I did get a look at the roster and the next mashup would have been quite the show. I was scheduled to fight Caillou, if things had progressed normally. Even though he was a child, I had no desire to hold back.
Then, I guess Santa did the boy a favor by purging him from the competition. His life would have ended in the next round. Their elimination just further expedited our plans. Soon, the Northern Heights region will be ours. We're so close to achieving this that I can practically smell victory a mile away. Do your best for us, Julia.
Absolutely, sir.
Yes. This is splendid, Ike. It's finally your turn to fight, and it's against Velda of all opponents. Time to show her what you're made of.
I appreciate your enthusiasm, Lady Violet. I already know that Villas won't be an easy opponent, but you cheering definitely gives me the motivation I need.
There's a few things I need to mention.
If it's about her being a lightning-fast archer armed with fiery arrows, then I'm already keenly aware of it. I definitely saw her in action during the Voltoria mission. I'm banking on outlasting her strikes until she eventually forfeits.
And you're positive that this strategy will work?
Well, there's only one way to find out. Velda already has the elemental advantage over my earth powers, plus her superhuman speed and marksmanship. My endurance can definitely outlast hers.
Well, that does seem plausible. Well, whatever your strategy is, I'm game for it. Go and be victorious, Ike.
Well, I will now.
It's been so long, Ike. I've been missing you, Justin and Violet, a lot recently. You've certainly gotten since last we met.
I had too. In fact, we all had to do some leveling up during our time apart. You don't seem to be a slouch yourself.
Well, with the freezing cold temperature here, there really isn't much to do aside from training. I'll show you the fruits of my labor in this match of ours. Don't bother holding back.
I wouldn't dream of it.